Wow, here we are again, Brother Peter, with tidbits from the Word. The Lord has just been speaking to me today about some things. And we see that Jesus went to the cross, and then we see in chapter 20 where he came back. In verse 15, Jesus saith unto her, why weepest thou? And whom seekest thou? And she, supposing him to be the gardener, saith unto him, Sir, if thou have borne him since, tell me where thou hast laid him, and I will take him away. Jesus saith unto her, Mary. Woo! Can you imagine? She saw him crucified. She saw him put in the grave. She saw him put in that tomb, and said unto him, she turned herself and said unto him, Rabboni, which is to say, Master. But she used the most greatest terminology, Rabboni. And Jesus said unto her, Touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to the Father, but go to my brethren, and say unto them, I ascend unto my Father, and your Father, and to my God, and your God. Mary Magdalene came and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord, and that he had spoken these things unto her. Isn't this amazing that God came to this Mary and spoke to her and said to her the message that she was to go out with? Then the same day at the evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, were the disciples assembled with the fear of the Jews. And Jesus stood in their midst, and said unto them, Peace be unto you. Verse 19. Mark it down. Chapter 20 of John. We worship on the first day of the week, Sunday. Jesus returned on the first day of the week, and he came. And when he had so said, he showed unto them his hands and his side. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. Then said Jesus unto them, Peace be unto you. As my Father hath sent me, even so send I you. Wow. These disciples had a spike driven into their souls right here that says, you do not depart, because I am proof that you are going to rise one day. And everything you've done for God and for me in this world will be accounted to you, and you will have it. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, Receive ye the Holy Ghost. Whosoever sin is remit, they are remitted unto them. And whosoever sins ye retain, they are retained. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Jesus came. The other disciples, wherefore they said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the prints and the nails, and put my fingers in the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. And after 8 days, again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. And then came Jesus, the doors being shut, and he stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Don't you know, if you're with closed doors and you're in a group, and all of a sudden here's somebody standing in front of you, which was Jesus. Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither thy fingers, and behold my hands. If you don't believe that God hears your conversations, Jesus heard the conversation of Thomas back that day or so before. 8 days before, he heard that conversation, and he comes and he says, Hey, Thomas, I heard you, and you said you didn't believe. Well, reach hither your fingers, and behold my hand. Reach out hither your hand, thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believe. Wow. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my God. Have you said that lately? My Lord and my God. I'm going to put you first today. Jesus said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. And many other signs truly did Jesus in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. So we find that many things are not written in this book, but these are written that ye might believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing ye might have life through his name. Anybody who does not believe does not have life. Anybody who does believe has life. Such a simple message. We've been 6 minutes. 6 minutes to give a clear presentation of the gospel out of John chapter 20. I'm not giving you the clear presentation. The Bible's giving you the clear presentation. It is the statement of Jesus Christ that he returned and that he came back for us, for his disciples and for us. And if you will say today, Jesus, I am a sinner, forgive me of my sin, come in my heart, and save my soul, he will, and you'll have eternity ahead of you with Christ. If you are a Christian and you have not been paying attention to what the Word says, start today. Take the book of John, read it through, and see what Jesus has to say for you. We'll see you next time. Right. Bye.